What's good, fellow Porter Masters? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, I kind of just wanted to, reflect on Skylanders Imaginators since it will be turning 10 years old, somewhere I think around October. And yeah, just wanted to play the first level and just talk about the game. So without further ado, let's begin. We'll be playing the first mission and sort of talk about the game. I'll let the cutscene play, but I hope I don't get copyrighted. The animations in this game looked incredibly clean. Like, this game is very overrated, being the last entry, and some people considered it is what kills Skylanders, but I personally think it was a pretty fun game, and especially I think it's very underrated. Just a very fun game. Story maybe was a bit dull, but I still think it was it was fun to see all the Skylanders sort of lead you to the missions.
Come on, Stealth Elf. You can't win if you don't try.
Who says I didn't try?
Now that's cheating. Now that's cheating. I always want to say that. Now that is cheating. Spyro won that race fair and square. Stealth of cheated right here.
He went into the library. What's that?
I don't know, but I bet it doesn't have a library card.
I love how he just tanks it. He just stands there unfazed. I always thought it was fun. And then we get the senseis. Man, I remember seeing this reveal. This was really cool.
Master.
And Spyro's like, what the heck are you guys? While Stealth is like, yo.
Greetings, Portal Master. I am Eon. Welcome to Skylanders. Long ago, the ancients used mind magic to create everything in our world. And somehow, this power has been reawakened. But now, someone is using it to create monsters, the likes of which have never been seen. As a Portal Master, you must now use mind magic to create heroes of your own to combat these unstoppable foes. And to help train them, I am sending you the greatest Skylander senseis of all.
The senseis are so cool. They're really cool Skylanders. It's a shame the average sensei right now goes for insane prices. Like, I'm not even talking Robo or Wildstorm. I'm talking basic, like
Okay, I've tracked that mysterious
Tricep or Bad Juju. I don't know if Bad Juju is basic actually.
Master Eon said there might be
Ambush.
someone here
Like,
who can help
they're
us.
expensive. They're expensive. That is where I live at.
Totally invincible!
Strange that we can hear each other from this distance.
This game is iconic too for me. Like, I think all Skylander games are just awesome in their own ways, and they all add something new. So yeah, I don't know. I think this game is pretty slept on. However, what I will say is I think they didn't market this game properly. Because Activision, I don't know. It felt like for me, they tried a lot more with the marketing for the last few games. Meanwhile, this game was, I don't know, I feel like they kind of used Skylanders Academy. Like, maybe they used this game to not necessarily promote it, but I don't know, I feel like they were kind of intertwined, which wasn't really a bad thing. But if you look at the other Skylander games, like even Superchargers, right, it still had like those realistic commercials. I remember those were doing well. Like for Trap Team, you had that brother and sister see that old box with the traps and, you know, the trap masters, I'm sure you remember. Swap Force had some cool ads too, with the swappable, unstoppable ads. I remember the Giants commercials where you would see
Always up to no good.
the ads. Were like, I remember that I don't know what to call it, cutscene, I guess. That trailer they made where the Skylanders were discussing if the Giants or not were real, and then they appear. Like, I think they tried a lot more with the marketing. Meanwhile, for this game, I don't know, I didn't really see it, you know. Like, look at, even Superchargers had like, they had a racer, if I remember correctly, and they had a video where like the Skylanders would race, and you'd see them in real life, like along humans. That was also cool ads, you know. So I feel like the marketing definitely brought this game down. Let's I'm just gonna change for a second and put Igniter on because I still need to operate him.
Slash and burn.
What I find absolutely crazy is that Skylanders Imaginators, which is the last game in the series, is turning 10 years old. I personally cannot believe that.
Ambush, soul gem.
I hope I don't get copyrighted, so I'm not gonna play it. Sorry about that. But yeah, I mean, this, I cannot believe it's turning 10 years old. If you think about it, for example, I had a second channel in, I had another Skylanders channel before this one, and it was in 2020. And back then, we used to find it wild that Spyro's Adventure was turning 9 years old. Now Spyro's Adventure is turning 15 years old. It is absolutely wild. It's absolutely wild to me. But like, I think we've never been closer to a new Skylanders game than now. I'ma say that. That voting that happened for like, I think which Xbox games would, like, they wanna play or whatever. Literally the top 6 is the 6 Skylander games. Like, that was insane. And okay, you see games like
can open this shrine.
Whoa, a brawl!
yeah, okay, Spyro. We'll put Kingpin just so you can see the shrine. But like, damn, I forgot what I wanted to say. That happens more often than I like to admit. Oh yes, the voting. Like, okay, you understand Giant, Spyro's, Swap Force, and Trap Team, right? Especially Swap Force and Trap Team Giants. They were the most popular game in the franchise. But Superchargers and Imaginators made it into a top 65, if I'm not mistaken. So you know, it's absolutely crazy. It's absolutely crazy. I don't know if we'll get a Skylanders game or not, but I think as a community we should be proud of what we've achieved, and how many people still are into playing Skylanders and still really love the game. I think that in of itself is an achievement. The fact that this game has survived so long and has such a dedicated fan base.
Whoa!
Again, I need upgrades for my boy. So
Slash and burn.
I got Igniter actually. I always wanted him. I got him when I unboxed my first video, when I made that Spyro's Adventure unboxing, and it had Igniter. Like, you would get a mystery Skylander, and the one that I got was Igniter. As you can see, there's still a lot of upgrades that I need to do for Igniter. Let me know down in the comments below which pad do you think it's better. I think I'll choose the sword one, but I don't know. Now let's play. I want to play as my boy, as my profile picture, and my favorite Skylander, which is Trigger Happy. But I also really love this variant. Power Blue Trigger Happy. This variant, the colors on it are just unmatched. I love it. Apparently it's pretty expensive now, like it's around $40, which is insane. But yeah, I really love this version. And like I've done most upgrades besides the safe one. Which I think I should have chosen the bottom half, to be honest. I don't know. But this is like the best upgrade because he can revive himself. So if you die, your scanner will respawn. I think it's pretty cool.
Maybe as a way to confuse solicitors or something.
But this version of Trigger Happy is pretty unique. Like it doesn't have that turret, but it's pretty cool. It is pretty cool. We'll just grab this diamond right here. Just try and get as many coins as possible. So much so for upgrading Igniter, but hey, both Skylanders need upgrades in my defense. Actually, we'll put Igniter for the... Maybe that'll give me a power up or something.
Slash and burn.
Nah, that's cool. That's a cool quote. Always win. Yeah, that is absolutely nothing. Let's put Trigger Happy back on. And we'll also put an Imaginator on at the battlefield. I gotta press the button. There you go. But yeah, I mean, this game is incredibly underrated if you ask me.
Whoa! Here's an ancient
How many times I'm gonna have to
Sensei's
change my
banged
Skylanders
his
this game?
magical-
Yeah, we get a Spyro. No need to react so much. You know what? Let's put the Sensei. Let's put Golden Queen on for a second. I wanna play as Golden Queen for a bit. Just you know, if we're going down memory lane, we should do the Sensei Gong battle. We should do it.
Now that has a nice ring to it.
I always love this, like the fact that you can just turn giant and smash everything in your way. In my opinion, she's the more fun Skylander to use out of the two that you get, Kingpin and Golden Queen. But I'd say, at least from personal experience, I think Kingpin's more. I think Kingpin's a bit more powerful, at least from what I played.
All must bow to the queen or explode into XP balls.
But I mean, yeah, still the only two senseis that I have. Not my fault. Every other sensei is
Legend has
so
it there's an
expensive.
Imaginite chest at the end of each of these paths.
You know, let's
Plus, I just read it on one of the signs
yeah,
back there.
let's switch as Trigger Happy, even though he did not appear in this game. The only Skylander that I think, I don't know, you could fact check me. I don't know if I'm right, but if I'm not mistaken, the Skylander with the most appearances, like per game, is probably Gilgrunt. I think, because he has a Series 1, he has a Series 2, he has a Series 3, a Series 4, and a supercharged variant. So he has 5 different unique variants. We're not just talking like light colors or no. Not like figures, we're talking like appearances per game. I think he has the most, right? So if he was in Imaginators, he would probably be the only Skylander to appear in all 6 games. That would have been cool. Oh, whoa, let's skip the diamond. Trigger Happy, don't die on me, bro. Trigger Happy's always been my favorite Skylander ever since, like, I was a kid. He's just a cool Skylander. Like my first Trigger Happy though was not the Spyro's one. It was the so basically I started around Trap Team. And like I used to watch like Skylander Boy and Girl, and I used to watch Skylander videos before, so it's not like the franchise was completely new to me. But
Barbella Soul Gem.
But like the first game that I played was Trapking, and I only had 3 Skylanders. I had Snapshot, Food Fight, and Crypt King.
Set complete.
There you go. And I got the 3-pack with Trigger Happy,
One more to go.
Gill Grunt, and Starfire. Like, it was one of my first cannons, you know. And I mean, he's just dope. He's just dope. You know. I think these Power Blue versions were made to raise like awareness for autism. But apparently the company that Activision were working on was controversial. Again, I do not know how accurate that is, but that's what I've heard at least. So yeah. But like the figure in itself, it's pretty cool. I personally got the figure. Like there was a huge sale going on like my stores because it's probably like 2017, and it was like you know, the Skylanders weren't on shelves anymore. They were kind of trying to get rid of them, I think. And
Imaginators are stronger here.
basically, I got them. I got like 6 Skylanders on sale, and Trigger, Big Bang, no, Power Blue, Trigger Happy was one of them. And I mean, at the time I got them for like $2-3. Right now it's $40, which is crazy. But at the time I got both Power Blue Trigger Happy and Power Blue
Mind magic is
Splat
especially powerful in this
for
ancient
like
place.
less than, I don't know, I'll just say it in euros, and I think it's similar, but no, I don't know, in dollars, for like somewhere around $4 or $5 for both Power Blue Splat and Power Blue Trigger Happy, and now they're all super expensive. So yeah, but we're getting close to that upgrade. I actually never noticed this. But are those? Yeah, there's more brains. We all know the brain is kind of Imaginators, but there's more of them. See, there's one, right down there. There's a second one. If you can see, I'll just go in photo mode for a second. There's a second one there. Can't stay a lot in photo mode because copyright. Like there's more of them. I didn't notice that. I didn't notice that. But the ability to create your own Skylanders was absolutely bonkers to me. Still is, like, the amount of customization you have is absolutely wild. Yeah, I mean, I personally really love Imaginators. I don't know what my... Here's the thing. I kept thinking about making a Skylanders, obviously I'm thinking about making a Skylanders ranking video. The problem is I don't know which game is my least favorite. I don't think I have one. I love all 6 games equally, I think. But I probably have a special place for Giants and Superchargers. So if I make a ranking, expect those two to be at the top 2, but I don't know which is my least favorite, you know. Because, like, for example, there's aspects I love about Trap Team, there's aspects I don't like about Trap Team, there's aspects I like about Swap Force, there's aspects I don't like about Swap Force, and so on and so forth. So yeah. But the reason why I think Supercharger is very special is, although I played Trap Team and you know, finished it, I got Trap Team, like, I always used to get the games a little bit later. I got Trap Team around when was this? February? Or no, it was like January 2015. For the Wii. Yeah, no. And I got Skylanders Superchargers also like February 2016. but I played the absolute heck out of Superchargers. I have like 200 hours in it. There is inevitable, bro. It just comes back every single game. You cannot count Chaos out, you know. I mean, you know, even though he loses each game, you gotta admire the dedication. You gotta admire the dedication. The dude comes back every single time. He always finds a way. You gotta respect the dedication. You know, he might not win, but you gotta respect the dedication. Also, if y'all remember, in Superchargers, this man was moving different and entrapped him at the end. But in Superchargers, this man was moving different. He conquered all of Skylanders. I mean, he held clean Hugo. He held all of them captive. He captured Leon. Bro just had absolute control of Skylanders. I don't think that is talked about. I don't think that's talked about enough. You know, the fact that he had absolute control over Skylanders. Like that. That is not talked about enough. That is not talked about enough. Like, in terms of power and boss fight, for sure Crafting Chaos has to be the strongest. But in terms of achieving something, Superchargers Chaos was moving different. He was moving different. Problem is with another problem people had with Imaginators that I have to agree on is the fact that Skylanders from previous games were especially weak in this game. Like, I'm not the best player myself. Like, I'm not a PvP master or whatever, but yeah, let's just say other Skylanders from other games were not the strongest. Let's just spam them. There you go. And now we'll change to the Imaginator. And if you've seen my Imaginator videos where I create Skylanders, you probably might have a guess on who this is. It is a character from DC Comics, and it is Aquaman. As you can see, I've changed them a bit. I'm gonna make a tutorial on how to make this version too. But Imaginators and Senses in this game were just too overpowered. Like, they're absolute powers. Look at the damage I'm dealing. Okay, the standards, the Imaginators are stronger here, but look at the, sorry, it's pretty hard to get the hang of it. The damage I'm dealing is insane. Like, just look at this, man. Look how long it took Trigger Happy to do all that damage. And then look at how easy we took out the other half of his life. Immediately. You know, it is, that's a huge problem I've had with Imaginators for a while, is the fact that all your Skylanders are weaklings. Absolute weaklings compared to the other games. Maybe Trapping Skylanders were strong. Like, Trapping Skylanders were Trap Masters are strong in this game too, but the others are kind of weak. There you go. The fact that you could create, and I could go even in the game, in the menu, and just customize them however I want. Like, come on, bro. Come on. You gotta admit this is cool. You gotta admit this is cool.
Who summons me?
So, yeah.
Tally-ho!
And then at the end of the game, you turn Super Saiyan, which is wild. What will we get? Because we already got his armors, no?
New ears.
Okay. That's cool.
New shoulder guards. Set part found.
Okay, it could be useful, could be useful.
Level complete.
Yeah, I kinda just wanted to go through the game and just have some fun with it. And now I think we should end off the video by just walking through the do the academy a bit, because why not? Um, and just have fun. I'll take Aquaman off the portal and I'll put Trigger Happy again. This version of Trigger Happy is pretty cool, and I've seen the normal Trigger Happy, like the normal double dash Trigger Happy is more expensive than the Power Blue. So yeah, that's kind of wild to me. But it makes sense because Power Blue was a sort of a Trigger Happy released by himself. Right, it was just one Skylander, while what's his name? The normal double dash Trigger Happy released with a trophy, and that might have increased its rarity, you know. Like, it's understandable, but yeah. One thing that was really cool in this game is that you could make easy money. Oh, also I have to say, this is my favorite hub world out of all the games. It's just so big, so like Imaginators might be one of my favorite sound games. Like, again, I don't know if I have a least favorite or a favorite, you know. But I really love Imaginators. Like, I think it's just so slept on. It's awesome. There's just shit all over the place, and so you see, if you wanted to get money, you would dug a hole, and you'd either be created by enemies or by money. In our case, thankfully, money. And there are more in the map, and you could go to upper parts of the map by just launching yourself with the cannon. And this is pretty cool. Like, this game is pretty slept on. Where do I get that bomb though? Oh, there it is. Because I want to go to that cave. Maybe I get some more coins to get this upgrade finally and have it maxed out. Damn, that trail goes out pretty quickly, but I think we just managed to. There you go. And you see, you could either find some enemies or find coins. Okay, do not defeat my Trigger Happy. Okay, that is one. Somehow I didn't take any damage there, which is a miracle. There you go. And yeah, sometimes you get rewards, sometimes you don't. Which seems to be the case here, because we did not get any rewards whatsoever. Which is a shame. I mean, we did get some coins, so you know, we shouldn't complain that much. But yeah, I mean, they were working on Skylanders 7. They were like deep in development, but there are concept Skylanders from back then. Like there's three. There was like a shield guy, there was a rabbit, and there was a guy riding a horse, if I remember correctly. Like I'm not trying to throw hand reach. I'm just gonna go here, right? This game offered a lot of extra content after you finished the game. You had arena battles, you had a lot of offline modes too, right? Because there are a lot of online modes or two-player modes in Giants. For example, you could battle your friend. The bomb just happens to be where this guy is, and there's the rat too. But I think we struggle here. There you go. There you go. So let's just get more coins so I don't feel like I'm absolutely broke. And what we get? A new aura. Stinky. Well, you don't want to be stinky. That's my life advice whenever I retire from YouTube. That's the final quote. You do not want to be stinky. Just leave it like that. And now let's do the upgrade finally. There you go. And now now he has the upgrade. No? Yeah. So let's just
Surprise attack.
I did not trying to spawn the enemies, but this was another fun part of the game. Like, you could fight enemies. in the map, and this was pretty cool. Let's just I mean, by theory, right, we should be able to respawn. I just want to check that out. Like, I don't want to die, but I also want to see that happen. So we'll see. And if I respawn, do I get full life or what? We're just spamming them. One thing I always loved about Trigger Happy is how he just shoots coins. Like, in this economy, the dude just fires out money. There you go. That's cool. We come back with full life. That's awesome. This is awesome. I'm not sure it's infinite though, so I think if I die now, that's it. But that's a pretty cool ability. I've seen people do solo runs with Skylanders in some games. I don't think I'm at that skill set yet, but I will do attempts for you guys if you want. Like, I will try and finish Skylander games with a single Skylander if you want. Probably the most, the ones you have the most chance with are maybe Spyro's Adventure and Giants and Robots, because you should skin. Damn, these guys are resilient. If I was with a Sensei right now, they'll all be down. Like, that's the problem. Skylanders from other games are a bit weak in this game. Now that's a knockout. That is a knockout. That was a knockout. You cannot show me that was not awesome. Finally, there's one. There's two. There's three. And we'll just spam this guy. The winner takes it all type of situation. Okay. And there you go.
Huzzah for the Skylander! And ooh, those baddies had a chest full of gear you might
I'm
be
not sure those were
interested in.
baddies, Blobbers. Blobbers just keep calling the enemies baddies. They might just be at this point.
Set part found.
You know? They might just be at this point. Hear him out. Hear Blobbers out. Now we can take the threat, and hopefully it doesn't lead me to enemies, but to more coins. About that, yeah, I mean, I think we'll end the video here, but I'll just take this bomb down. This game was awesome, man. This game was awesome. And you can glide also from certain parts of the map. Yeah, I mean, I think Skylanders will never be too old or too just outdated. I think like I think even when, you know, it will be our turn to be parents or whatever and show Skylanders to the kids, like I think it's something that can last for a while. Maybe the fandom at some point, some of the people in the fandom will get bored, but then you also have, like, there's a lot of people who've never played Skylanders while it was like they were actually releasing, but they're now huge fans of the game and collect Skylanders, and there's always new people that start playing Skylanders. So, you know, it's I think it's a franchise that can last. It is a franchise that can last. But that's about it for this video. Let me know down in the comments below what are your thoughts about Imaginators. If you like this video, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.